What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Tuesday, February 5th, 2019. And on 2/5, we get this piece of Zionist Jew propaganda about an exploding vape pen with this boy who was shy of his 25th birthday. Do you see how they're pairing 25? That's why they give this detail. Just weeks shy of his 25th birthday. Also, the emotional element of this. A Texas man. And today is 2/5. Because death equals 25 in gematria. Reversing the alphabetical order, applying numerology to each digit. And this is one of the numbers you want to keep in mind when looking out for death-related incidents in the news. That 38, definitely 38. So, do you see how they updated this at 11:06? Execution equals 116, like 11:06, 44, 60 or 46, kill 44, sacrifice 46. So they share this type of pattern. Kill 64, reflection of 46. Let's just divert it here. Let's see if there's some branding, some coding behind this OO message, just to show you that they do absolutely everything by the numbers. 58. 58? I mean, come on. I was even hoping that they give us something that maybe you'd have to look at it a bit and just see. But then at the same time, I had a deep down feeling that it was just going to be, 330 or some number for Freemasonry right here. Are you all seeing this? This whole thing, it could be you or it could be us, but there's no page here. Their 404 error page. This is not 404. This is like 503. Actually, I don't know. But that's besides the point. It sums to 58, like Freemasonry. 58. This is probably, of everything I've shown on this channel, this has to be one of the top 10 biggest pieces of evidence that exemplifies that this is nothing else than a bunch of Freemasonic propaganda. This shows it right here. Unbelievable. I honestly cannot believe this is happening. 229, the 50th prime, Scottish 50, America 50. 66, and just the it could be you or it could be us, the sentence part. 237, 2 times 3 times 7, 42, 204, the reflection of 42. And then 52 like government, 25 like time, 11 the master number. So let's get back to this piece. But I'm glad you saw that. I think that just anything else I show after here shouldn't even matter. I mean, I'm trying to show you how this is Masonic coded propaganda, coded stories, distractions, fear porn, making people afraid to, because think about it, like Marlboro, the company that runs them, Philip Morrison or whatever, which is just the Freemasons, they are trying to phase out cigarettes soon and start just focusing on this whole e-cig thing, and that's just going to end up being the future. That's kind of what they're going for. That's what they're saying. And we see how e-cigs are taking off. Everyone's vaping. Everyone, their mom seems to be doing some sort of vaping these days. And I mean, they're objectively healthier than cigarettes because you're not breathing in all the shit that cigarettes come with. So, it's never going to be just smooth sailing. They're going to make people afraid. Oh, your e-cigarette now, it could explode in your face. So you're better off smoking a cigarette where it'll never happen. Or just, it'll create any sort of jungle of fear in someone's mind. So, explosion is interesting. Let's just see if there's anything here for that. 48, 42. Oh my goodness. See when he died? The Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Office says that William Brown died at a Fort Worth hospital on January 29th. Explosion equals 129 using the alphabetical order. January 29th. For all my new subscribers, I thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't already and you're new here, You know, I don't like to coerce you to subscribe, but if you want to keep track of what's going on in the media, you know, I routinely put out videos showing you this type of thing. How the Freemasons, the Zionist Jews, the Jesuit order, these old world orders based out of this Phoenician heritage society, class of banker tyrants and merchants, Khazar Jews, false Jews, how they put on all this crap by this numerical system. I also like the 29-25 pairing, going back to pi. Trump has that pairing. It's just interesting to see it there. But, you know, 129, explosion 129, he died on January 29th. '42, Saturn 42, 69, dying in some Saturnian ritual, explosion equals 42. Explosion equals 42, reversing and reducing. He dies on a day with a life lesson number 42 on January 29th. So, and this is where I say, yes, you can say, you know, these things happen, blah, blah, blah. First off, E6 don't just explode in your fucking face. This is already fake news propaganda. So let's just take that's why this is actually a really good piece. So we have this very rare event. Let's just say this hypothetically can happen, which I guess I mean, it's possible, I guess, with any electronic device. But let's just say this can happen, right? It's such a rare thing. You've never seen it before. You've never heard of this. So why is it happening then to this guy by this specific numerical system? Why is there an E6 explosion and he dies on this day? Explosion 42 on 1/29, explosion 129. That only tells you one thing. This is fake news propaganda from the Zionist Jews. This is an actor for the Freemasons. Symbolic propaganda. Your red shades, blue tank top, red and blue pills of Freemasonry. They even give him, you know, the nice long hair just to make it look like, you know, the vape smoking Texan. The sunglasses, probably inside his truck or something. This is fake news propaganda from the Jesuit order. His name, William Brown. W is the 23rd letter, B is the 2nd. 232. Satan equals 232. But William Brown. William Brown equals 74. Like killing, 61, time 61, 47, the 40th prime, 40 connects into number 4, number for death, and then the 36th prime, which I'm still trying to figure out. I know there's Jesus Christ numbers here too, and I think that's the underlying ritual here. And it makes sense. Look what this guy looks like. I mean, come on. The guy has the Jesus Christ haircut, of course, the visualization of Jesus Christ that the Catholic Church has been put in our face forever. He just doesn't have the beard. But he's even, you know, half naked with the shirt like this, with the long hair. And his name, Jesus Christ, some sort of same thing. Jesus 7461, William Brown 7461, Jesus Christ 151. And then he looks like him. And this is in Texas. Texas equals 69. Again, he dies in a date with 69 numerology. Remember, Vape has that 4417. I've already pointed this out. Vape has that 4417 kill pattern. Remember, execution 44. Vape 4417. And that's why they have this as part of the killing. Vaping 33, 30, 69, 93. Vaping 69, dying from vaping on a day with 69 numerology in Texas. You see how this is all crafted by the numbers. And you're seeing how this is all by the numbers. And again, it's not just some story that you can say, oh, anything happens. These things happen all the time. You can't pull that shit today. Not with this piece of propaganda. You cannot. The Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Office, they are just a network of fake news propaganda. Bunch of bullshit. Tarrant 29, name of the county, death 25. Remember, he was shy of his 25th birthday. They're reporting this in 2/5. The county he's in sums to 97, the 25th prime, and 52, the reflection of 25. And he dies on the 29th day of the year. Masonic 29. You know, fire has those numbers, 25, 29. He died from cerebral infarction. So it's like myocardial infarction, but in your brain. 92, the reflection of 29. 115, like killing, like Masonic. Here we get the 40th prime again. This is his name. Did we get the 40th prime with his name? Where did we get that at? William Brown, 173, dying of cerebral infarction, 173. The cause of death, taken in alphabetical order, not reversing. His name, reversing the alphabetical order. And this whole time you're seeing this, keep in mind the type of story it is. Like some once in a blue, black, Saturnian moon type shit. Like, it never happens. It's clearly fake news propaganda. This is the type of information you should be teaching people and sharing with people. It's easy to share, as I've definitely, if anything I've proven this channel, it's so easy to share. I can just open up CNN, I can find any article, don't even have to read it, I can just email it to myself, open it up on my computer, and make a video. And then just decode this crap as you go down. View on CNN. It's gonna be the same shit. But where are we at in this video? 11 minutes. There's a lot I still missed, but I just want to close this soon, within the next few minutes. But let's get the last few pieces. Fort Worth, 46, like sacrifice, like chaos. 143, like Skystrider Freemasonry. Oh, I wanted to see what Penn summed to. Okay, Penn 46. So they're calling it a vape, exploding vape pen. Penn 46 in Fort Worth 46. Fort Worth, Texas 61, like his name. Also that 187 murder number, or like in California, blood sacrifice 76, 86, reflection 68. Just for shits and gigs, we'll do this one. Exploding 52. Exploding vape pen, that's what they're saying it is. Blood sacrifice 67. We just saw this. Fort Worth, Texas 68, 76 or 67. And now we get exploding vape pen, 86, 67. These are blood sacrifice numbers. This guy very well murdered by the police, the Fort Worth police, and they blamed it on this. I mean, seriously, this guy could have had some, in and out history with the police. They've targeted him over time. Because I've shown you how they do this in Columbus, Ohio. So why would Fort Worth, Texas? Texas was just always parallel with Ohio anyway. Why would they not do this? Target this man. They notice he vapes a lot, so they just killed him and said it was his vape pen exploded. Not hard to do. I think Brown has that 27 gematria, like the sun. Ohio, Texas, they like to participate in things with that numerology because they're representing Saturn and the sun. He had a future ahead of him, a life ahead of him, emotional healing. But this is coded. Word Out of Chaos 183, Jesuit 78, Scotch Rite 78. So there you have it. The explosion reportedly happened on January 27th. We got to do this date numerology. We seen when he died. We got to see when it happened. And Skystrider Freemasonry equals 127. 271 is the 58th prime number. Freemasonry equals 58, 27/1. And again, remember, that's the biggest takeaway. I cannot believe this sums to 300. This sums to 580. It's like the best thing that could possibly happen. 580 just using the alphabetical order. Secret Society 58, Annuit Coeptus 58, In God We Trust 58, and then that shit sums to 58. I mean, get out of here. Like, you could have literally left this video after that part. Like, what's the point to keep watching for more examples when that example right there shows you that this is fake news from the Freemasons? They with 47 numerology, 67 numerology is when the explosion happened. Died in 2 days later, but sacrificed 67. Revelation 67 with the 22 chapters. Time 47. His name sums to 173. What he died from, cerebral infarction, or whatever they called it, 173, the 40th prime. So his name, what he died from, sums to the 40th prime. You see it there. William Brown, 173 is the 40th prime. And again, what he died from, as we saw, also sums to this. And then it happened a day with a lifeless number of 40. This is coded. This is how your news is crafted. I've shown that so many times. Revelation 49, Kill 28. And again, you can't ignore this 47, very special number to this gang, Foundation 47. Euclid's 47th problem about establishing a foundation. And Euclid's theorem is about how there is infinite prime numbers. They love Euclid. That's why you see Euclid, Ohio. I mean, get out of here. Of course it's Euclid, Ohio. The 17th state with Euclid, Ohio inside, Mason 17. Of course. So, this is more propaganda from the CDC. You go 343. 1 in every 10 adults has tried an e-cigarette. This is just more social proof. They're selling you e-cigarettes through this propaganda. Updated at 416. 1 plus 6 is 7. 47. Again. If you like to smoke e-cigs and stuff like this, and you don't want to buy them from the Freemasons, I would say whatever, if this is an actual company that sells them, this would be the Freemasons Corporation branding their own device inside their propaganda to sell it to you. So I would avoid anything that you see inside this. If you want, a more local brand. Or maybe just even get one from China. But, this gang, they run China, all that shit anyway. So, I can go on all day about this type of stuff, but I think it's a good time to end. We saw a lot of coding in this. There's a lot I missed, like always. Just like the word smoke. 1872, the sun numbers. But again, I think this is the biggest takeaway. That, it could be you, it could be us, but there's no page here. Something 580. If you want to get here again, I think you can just do anything. Let's see, like CNN.com / like a bunch of stuff. See, you can just type in CNN.com / anything you want. It'll take you to a page not found. When they code this, do sum to 58 using the alphabetical order. These are Freemasons. These are Phoenicians. These are Zionist Jews. Phoenician 58. These coastal merchants still controlling your mind with their deception. In God we trust. 58, we the people. 58, annuit, coeptus. 58. So why do you think these are on the back of your paper tokens from the secret society? And they are Freemasonry. They love 33 with the 33 vertebrae, a spiritual ascension, rising to the top of it, activating the Kundalini. 58, 2 God numbers, 5 number for creation, 8 number for infinite. And again, this proves that they code everything by the numbers right here. They couldn't just make some generic page. They couldn't be creative. No, they had to make it sum to 58. Peace out.